The Lord chooses Moses to lead his people. After Joseph died, the people of Israel continued to live in Egypt. They were fruitful and had many children. Many years later, a Pharaoh who did not know about Joseph came to power. He feared the people of Israel because they grew so numerous. He made them slaves, and he put them to work building cities and pyramids. But the more they were oppressed, the more the people of Israel multiplied, and the Egyptians feared them. So the Pharaoh commanded, "Every son that is born to the Hebrews shall be thrown into the Nile. Only their daughters shall be allowed to live." Now a certain Hebrew man and woman had a son, and when the woman saw what a fine baby he was, she could not bear to kill him. So she hid him away for 3 months. And when she could hide him no longer, she made a basket and coated it with pitch so that it would float. Then she put the child into it and placed it among the weeds at the river's edge. The baby's older sister stood and watched to see what would happen to the basket. Before long, the daughter of the Pharaoh came down to bathe at the river's edge. After a while, she noticed the basket among the reeds, and she sent one of her maids to get it. When the Pharaoh's daughter saw that a child was inside, she said, "This is one of the Hebrews' children," and she took pity on him. Then the child's sister approached the Pharaoh's daughter and said, "Shall I go and get a nurse for the child?" "Yes, go and find me a nurse," the Pharaoh's daughter said. So the girl went and got the child's own mother and brought her to the Pharaoh's daughter. "Take this baby and nurse him," she said, "and I will pay you for it." So the child's mother took the child and nursed him. He grew, and she brought him back to the Pharaoh's daughter, who raised him as her own son. And she called him Moses. Thus Moses grew and became a young man. And one day, when he was out walking, he saw an Egyptian beating a Hebrew slave. Moses killed the Egyptian and buried his body in the sand. Now when the Pharaoh heard of this deed, he began to search for Moses so that he might kill him. So Moses ran away and hid in the land of Midian. He married the daughter of a priest there, and she and Moses had a son. Time passed and the Pharaoh died, and still the people of Israel continued to suffer in slavery. They cried out, and God heard them, and God remembered his promise to Abraham to protect his descendants. One day Moses was tending his flock of sheep in the wilderness, and suddenly a bush near him began to burn. The bush burned, but it was not destroyed, and the angel of the Lord appeared in the flame of the fire. The angel spoke to Moses and said, "I am the God of your father, and the God of Abraham and Isaac and Jacob." Moses hid his face in his hands because he was afraid to look at God. Then the Lord said, "I have heard the cries of my people. I know of their sufferings. And I have come down so that they shall be led out of the land of Egypt. My people shall be led back to the land of Canaan. And I shall send you to the Pharaoh, so that you can bring the people out of Egypt." Moses said, "How can a mere shepherd like myself go before the Pharaoh?" And God said, "I will be with you. And after you have brought the people out of Egypt, you shall go up upon a mountain and serve me. I know that the Pharaoh will not let you go unless he is forced to do so. So I shall cause many hardships to happen to the people of Egypt. Then the Pharaoh will let you go." "But the people of Israel will not believe me," Moses said. "They will say that the Lord did not appear to me." The Lord said to Moses, "What is that in your hand?" "A rod," Moses answered. "Throw it on the ground." Moses did so, and it became a snake, and Moses stepped back. "Put out your hand and pick it up by the tail," the Lord said. So Moses caught it and picked it up, and it became a rod again. "This rod will be a sign to the people," the Lord said, "and they will believe you." So Moses returned to Egypt and met his brother Aaron, and the two of them gathered together the people of Israel. They explained all that the Lord had spoken to Moses. Moses showed them the sign, and the people believed him, and they bowed their heads and prayed to God. Then Moses and Aaron went to the Pharaoh and said, "The Lord says, 'Let my people go,' Let them go into the wilderness and have a feast of thanksgiving. And the Pharaoh said, Who is this Lord of yours? I do not know him. I will not let the people go. The Pharaoh only made the people work harder, and he increased their sufferings.